Two Little Ones Big Deed. A heartwarming children's story by Mukhtar Ahmed. Step into a touching tale of love, care, and the quiet strength of family bonds. Two Little Ones Big Deed beautifully captures the spirit of responsibility and selfless affection through the eyes of children. This story is sure to resonate with both young readers and their parents. Like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories that warm the heart and uplift the spirit. All rights reserved.
Two Little Ones Big Deed by Mukhtar Ahmed. Kamar's mother had been unwell for several days. She was burdened with many worries. Kamar's father worked for an oil company in Saudi Arabia, striving to earn a living. The heat in that region is intense, and his job required him to work in the desert, where it was even hotter. Laboring all day under the blazing sun was extremely difficult. On top of that, the pain of being away from his home and family weighed heavily on him, something he often expressed over the phone. Thinking about her husband's hardships kept Kamar's mother constantly anxious. She had three children, her eldest son Ahmad, then Kamar, and the youngest, Guria. Their father had gone abroad and was enduring hardship to ensure they received a good education and that the household expenses were met. Ahmad, at 22, was older than Kamar and Guria. Kamar was 12 and Guria was 10. Ahmad had completed his BE degree in computer science. He wished to continue studying, but given the family's situation, he decided to look for a job while pursuing further education. He had made up his mind that as soon as he became financially stable, he would ask his father to return to Pakistan. As soon as he received his degree, he began applying for jobs. Every day, he sent applications to various companies. Kamar's mother prayed earnestly that he would find a good job. During this time, he had to visit different institutions for tests and interviews. After many attempts, a glimmer of hope finally appeared. He had applied to a well known private company in the computer business. His academic record was excellent, he had always been a top student. He passed the company's test with flying colors. Then, one day, a letter arrived inviting him for the final interview. Ahmad was overjoyed. He was confident of being selected. The day before the interview, he made all his preparations. But that evening, Kamar's mother's fever worsened, and she had to be taken to the doctor. Her persistent fever had begun to worry even the doctor, who changed her medication and expressed hope that she would now recover. The next day was Sunday, but the company had scheduled interviews for that day. After returning from the clinic, Kamar's mother, despite her weakness, prepared dinner. All three children helped her cook. By 9 p.m., the children had eaten and gone to bed. She herself did not eat anything. Due to the fever, she had no appetite. She thought that if she went to bed early, she would be able to wake up early to help Ahmed get ready for the interview. The children noticed that their mother had gone to bed without eating. Since the doctor had advised her not to eat bread, the siblings made porridge for her. Alongside it, they placed a glass of milk and a peeled, finely sliced apple. Their mother was deeply touched. Though she had no appetite, the love and care of her children compelled her to eat. After she finished, Ahmad gave her the prescribed medicine, and they helped her lie down to rest. The next morning, Kamar's mother woke up and immediately glanced at the clock. Panic struck her. It was 11 o'clock. Oh no! It's already 11. There must have been sleeping pills in my medicine last night. That's why I didn't wake up. Ahmad's interview must be missed now. After so many struggles, this opportunity had finally come. She cried out, distressed. She got out of bed slowly and walked toward the next room, tears welling up in her eyes. She deeply regretted not waking up in time to send Ahmad off. The room next to hers belonged to Kamar and Guria. She opened the door and peeked in. Both children were sitting on chairs reading storybooks. When they saw their mother, they quickly stood up. Mom, how are you feeling now? Has the fever come down? Kamar asked. I think there were sleeping pills in my medicine. I couldn't wake up. Ahmad's interview must be missed, she said sadly, wiping away her tears with her dupatta, the soft traditional scarf draped over her shoulder. Kamar gently took her hand. Mom, don't worry. Guria and I had already realized you might have trouble waking up because of the fever. Ahmad Bhai's interview was very important, so we decided to stay awake all night to make sure he woke up on time. We kept checking on you to see if you needed anything. Guria even touched your forehead to check your fever. Thankfully, it had gone down and you were sleeping peacefully. The night passed quickly. At prayer time, we woke up Ahmad Bhai. We prayed for your recovery and his success. After sunrise, Ahmad Bhai brought halwa puri from the market for breakfast. The three of us ate together happily. By 8 o'clock, he left for the interview. Fully prepared. His interview was at 9. Their mother stared at Kamar and Guria in disbelief. The worry on her face disappeared. She gazed at them for a while, then suddenly burst out, laughing. Bless you, my children. You filled my heart with joy. I always knew you were responsible, but I never imagined you were this responsible. She said. Kamar said, Dearest mom, just like other parents, you and dad have devoted your lives to our upbringing and education. You both work so hard for our happiness. You ignore your own needs to fulfill ours. Dad has endured so much while being abroad and here. You do everything for us. Isn't it our duty to help and serve you in return? I also know this, Mom, Guria added. Even if children serve their parents day and night for their entire lives, they still can't repay their debt. And when children serve their parents, even Allah is pleased. She had read this in a book and thought it was the perfect moment to share it. Their mother placed her hands lovingly on their heads. Just then, the front door opened, and Ahmad's cheerful voice rang out. Mom, congratulations! With your and dad's prayers, I've been selected. I got the appointment letter as a software engineer. I start my job tomorrow. Now dad won't have to suffer abroad anymore. Inshallah, he'll be back with us soon. Hearing this, their mother thanked God and said, Your success is also due to Kamar and Guria. Though they are young, they've done something truly big. If they hadn't stayed awake all night to wake you, you would have missed the interview. You never wake up without someone calling you, and I was fast asleep. Exactly, Mom, said Ahmad. That's why they say that when all members of a family care for one another, everything falls into place. If Kamar and Guria hadn't woken me, I would have slept right through the interview. They may be little, but they have a strong sense of responsibility and a loving habit of helping others without being asked. Guria, Kamar said shyly, when everyone's praising us this much, I think we are supposed to blush a little too. With that, he hid his face in his mother's dupatta. Everyone burst into spontaneous laughter at his gesture.